Well, at least I'm not drinking, Brian. Okay, hi, how's it going? One moment, let me... Why is it not... There you go. Yep, it's recording.
Okay, this is epic.
Okay. Well... Let's go do some shenanigans. Oh, hello.
Yes?
Yeah, good morning to you too, baby. What the fuck? Yeah.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
What's your role?
Obviously, I'm a lawyer, a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients.
Okay.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Yeah. I didn't know. Okay, so need to call Alice. Yeah, okay. Call Alice time.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard
Yes.
back?
The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
You know what it's called
The
now?
most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Ladies have to fit the wear. The record of producer
Yes,
issues.
but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Please do try. It's imperative that we learn who armor this
Sure.
was.
Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then. 57th, over and out.
Okay, thank
In the
you.
cabin, you see a
Let's check that water lock. Actually, no, wait. Sorry. I just realized that there's more important business that needs to be attended to. Yes.
cipher-crested cockatoo
Yes.
sits on the cover.
Yes.
Slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Yes. Dude.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest. found on the Seminine Islands
Yes!
in southern Fas a la Mer.
Yes!
For their intelligence and general precocious.
Yes!
Cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues. This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo,
Crested.
colorfully illustrated.
I think they're no umbrella cockatoos. Those are the best ones. What problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
I could handle that.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
That's pretty bad.
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Has to be something great about cockatoos as
You're
well.
right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels.
I love that!
Not great for the neighbors.
Funeral cockatoo.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Oh, that's a real thing. Oh, they're so silly looking though. Hold on, I'll get an image. This is a funeral cockatoo. Look at him, he's so silly. I love him.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud,
Holy
rambunctious
shit.
nature.
This one goes crazy. I've never seen this one before. No, don't. Hold on. I'm trying to find an image that's not WebP. Like some kind of fucking square. This is a major majestic cockatoo, and it has a fitting name. Fucking love this dude.
In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species.
Common bang bang
Despite
cockatoo,
its
never
banging
heard of it.
name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminoles name, bang bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
I've never seen this one either before. This one looks so fucking zesty, oh my god. I love it. I think this is it, yeah. This is a bang bang cockatoo. I've never seen one of these before in my whole life. But they're cool. I didn't expect this random fucking book in a video game to just to educate me on birds I didn't know about before. I've seen the funeral cockatoo though. I just didn't know it was a funeral cockatoo. But yeah, that's cool.
Yes, but
That's
all
me.
those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
Only the funeral cockatoo in its darkness can truly grasp the depths of my doom-laden soul.
Isn't that obvious? Major Majestic, here I come. What if I'm just a fuck up and a cockatoo? I gotta say, bang bang, I think.
You're right. You're the mediocrity embodied. This unsung bird belongs on your heraldry.
God bless. Did I get...
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
Kim, am I boring?
You? I wouldn't worry about that.
See? You're so regular and vinyl brown, he doesn't even want to talk to you about it.
This, you picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns.
No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal.
I like brown.
Standard appeal.
I like brown, fuck you.
Of course you do. And maybe some black shoes or a pristine white shirt to go with that. It's official. My lord's Copo type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wait, this will be my capo type now?
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
Why not? Send out a telefax and I'm not ashamed.
Done and done. No actual communiques will be sent, of course. That would be too dramatic.
Bitch. The new one? I love the art for this game, holy shit. Are these like all on one page? Like, are they just highlighting designs that are on like one whole page of these? If so, I want to see it. Yeah, it is. Hold on. Yeah, because that's next to the, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I want the whole, to see the whole page of this. Oh yeah, I forgot I can equip thought things. Oh, never mind. Forgot what I was doing. Armor gloves, armor piece. Oh yeah, the drawbridge I think should be done. I think it's Wednesday right now. Hello. Yep.
A rusting control panel. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
That's crazy.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
Fuck you, bitch. I'm doing this anyway. Can I? Oh, there's stairs. I couldn't even see that shit.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
What
In
happened?
this yard?
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur, for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
This part of the coast is block obscure.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe there's something useful behind.
Yes, for you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
You don't fucking know. Excuse me? I'll have you know, I made a shit ton of money with you gone. I can be a little independent. Graffito. Independent? Really? Shut up! Shh, shh. Ooh, can I play this? Hold up.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad.
Yes!
Within
I'm gonna sing
seconds, you know,
karaoke.
this is the one, the real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to that Claudia told you about. Perform it. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I can
Of
sing
course
this.
you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times. Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way. Gart,
What?
you have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape from the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
Let's fucking do this, boys. Actually, hold on, let me stop holding this. I am going to sing the saddest karaoke you've ever heard in your entire whole life. Ooh, 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 what's that lag? Oh, it's the motor carriage.
Gasoline.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top,
Here we
wheels,
go,
and
fuck
the
you.
engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
This is where the
It
tracks are
appears
leading
be
to.
so. I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
I did that. I did that.
The logo is too deep in the murky water.
I'm the motherfucker who
You
crashed
can't
this.
make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, fuck. I did this.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
Looks like Jacob Urs and... What?
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
I'm floating this is serious.
Quite.
I don't know who Jacob Urs is.
Let's wait
We
for
do.
the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket.
How long would it take for the low tide to come
I
in?
don't know. An hour or 2 tops?
I don't know, so we wait for the tide to recede.
As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Whistle.
The tune
Fuck
on your
yeah.
lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then,
God bless.
still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill. 2 birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and the sunken car.
God bless.
The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
What do you mean? Racism, huh? You'd rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand on a river in a river of leeches? Yeah.
Well, Historically, leeches have been used to prevent and even cure many ailments.
Okay, he's thinking. I can do this. Let's do this. Who'd want to sit on an anthill? There are no therapeutic benefits to... Well, napalm ants, for example, are used in some rites of passage rituals.
I think no. I think I don't know if it was bullet ants or napalm ants, but there is this rite of passing ritual that's practiced by a tribe somewhere where they put this like dick cage on you and fill it with either napalm or bullet ants, and they sting your dick to oblivion, and that's the rite of passage. You got to do that in order to become a man. I don't know what crazy motherfucker came up with that, but I feel bad for anyone growing up there. Jesus Christ.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you have to side with either striker or shooting can use, think I'll ever for my gun. I guess I'll choose no
Luckily,
one.
I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
If someone put a gun to your head.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Let me get the mark now. Is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
41.
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
41 is his rank in the underground street racing hierarchy. Small fish, this one. This must be Tommy 41, the morning host of FM 41. Like a factory made mistake, so and accidentally called one Caprice 41. Stupid factory. I hate guessing. District something. Precinct. Municipal. Rub your temples. Getting a horrible headache. Oh God, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my God, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
I can still
That
fix
is
it.
very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well.
Hi, Stefan.
You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
Couldn't even pay a hostel bill.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
Just gonna be there like that?
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
Bruh. The badge, the gun, and now this?
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
A fourth thing?
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
Things were going so well, we were just whistling merrily.
You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
They're not gonna take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. training a police officer is even more costly.
It was in pursuit of someone.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
I can't believe it. I went from being a drunk driver to a drunk crasher.
Probably. Try definitely.
Well, at least I could see what's in there now.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Oh, there's my badge. Ooh, that's a fucking snazzy jacket. What the fuck? God damn. I'm keeping the shoes. I'm sorry, I can't take them off. No, I like these more. Ooh, I can get more conceptualization. I need that shit. Nice.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft yet crinkly.
You need to play this game more? Yeah, it's good.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in sur-le-clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers. A crinkled chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon. You feel compelled to point out that there's nothing fruity about cinnamon. It's a spice derived from tree bark.
Cinnamon's not a fruit.
Can a used wrapper shrug? Seems like that's what the wrapper is doing somehow. This is not about flowers or bark. What is this about? Why are you looking at this wrapper?
Why do I care about
Good
this?
question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper. Yet you're drawn to it. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with the Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away, please.
Hang on to it just in
Carefully
case.
fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even, despite the strange feeling of regret. A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
At least
I'm a
something
badge.
came out of all this.
Nice.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West.
Nice.
You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the
The
photo.
man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
That's sad.
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
He's winking.
What do
Why?
you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
Nice.
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Decline.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
Whatever.
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens' militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last-century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings. Kings like satellite officers and the additional freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it. Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads.
Serial.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure. 4 months
issue.
ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
I love how fucking in-depth the world is. Like, it's fucking insane how much writing that these people have done for this game.
I'm gonna sing karaoke, holy fuck.
Bottle drained, well, booze frozen with the ice. What if I... Oh, I can't even see it. Away from the accident. Oh, that leads back to the one area. More drip? Yes, please. Moralist pants. I'm gonna keep the jeans. Hello.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the Apricot Suzunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
We're cops. We're hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang. Fucking. Oh my god.
Oh,
What do you say?
of course. Last time we saw
Brian's
you around
wife.
here
Fuck
was
you.
12 years ago.
I like penis.
You
No.
also came to take care of
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I like both.
But still, in Martinez, you're considered an
I
ill-omened.
don't no. I didn't, not my wife, bad. I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there.
Typically fucking indecisive, Brian. I'm sorry that I can't choose which one I like.
He was brooding, needed some help
I
opening
liked
the
them
door.
both.
You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of omen?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
If I consider an omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Further down the coast.
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
What else is down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Anything else of note?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
We want to come to a fish market here. We along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
This fishing
Just
village.
It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist. This is pretty much a non-place. A gap, a blank spot on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
It's a Zad.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Gotta be something here.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives here?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
What drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here, for you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Alright, there's another
She
topic.
nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
There's this guy, Gart, who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold. Not sure it's appropriate for ours except for accommodations.
Oh, don't. It's your choice. No skin off my teeth.
Nah, it's not proper.
Suit yourself. But should you ever need shelter, remember old Isabel and her shack by the sea.
Only about yourself.
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
You fool.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Call me Harry.
Why, I guess I will, Harry. Aye, it just rolls off the tongue. I used to know a Harry. Strong lad, but dumb as a rock.
What happened?
He did too many narcotics. So many, he fell off his boat and split his skull on a buoy. Folks who saw it say his head cracked open like a melon. Nasty, nasty.
Ooh, bye-bye.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
I am,
Don't
yes.
worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now? We're not getting anything here.
Where's your mom?
Kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
Okay, well. Bye-bye, unsupervised children. Have a good one. Don't hurt yourself. Don't start beating each other to death with rocks. I'm a fucking gamer. Don't you ever forget. Hello.
Hey, tequila!
Oh, this is the guy. A 30-something man clad in a two-piece lycra EM tracksuit puts down his Pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you? So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
Uh-huh.
Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak.
That's harsh. I'm like 3 or maybe 4 years into mine. Wait, no. Make it 5. Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Please! Please don't go! Don't go!
Yeah?
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me. It's you. You're Tequila Sunset.
Do you know
met
this?
Before. Don't you remember?
No, you sure don't.
Nope.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Yes.
Tequila. Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
Go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Was I alone?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk.
Yeah.
Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
It is. Does that sound like something you'd do? Yeah, probably. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs. Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal, We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic.
Good quote.
What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things." Your
Happen
reality
next.
contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted we all call you that from then on.
My real name's Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
How long do we party
Hours.
for?
It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything about the person?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Please, don't open that door.
No one fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Jordan?
Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit. You were pretty...
Please, don't.
Can I just kill myself with that?
It seemed
Okay, I'm
pretty
gonna not do that, but
If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
did I mention losing anything
Besides
else?
your gun and your badge? You said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one. You told
Anything
us
about
that they
colleagues?
were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
Yeah.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show. Yeah,
Case.
you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
We talk about politics?
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop.
I wonder
and
if
for
this
the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you.
I wonder if this changes based on like what you'd say at the beginning.
You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid."
Don't want to hear
It's a
anymore.
hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
I feel like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. You want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
How did you become idiot doom spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar.
What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old idiot doom spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me. In
Do
that
it now.
case, I'm not a storyteller.
Oh
Wonderful.
fucking goddamn it! Here to have it.
Classy.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail!
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George, but around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual, a founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansaric tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
Now what are we talking?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
Okay, what happened next?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on.
Edible lingerie?
I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
Yeah.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. So,
what the fuck?
Now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
I literally can't believe it.
Me neither, Tequila. When I lost my keys, I lost more than access to my apartment. I also lost my leverage over humanity. I wasn't a high-concept creative director anymore. I was just some homeless asshole with a premium Sansorique Lycra tracksuit. You can't imagine what that does to a man's confidence. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
You keep losing all your stuff.
Question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece Lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
What's this about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
Alright, where'd you lose it?
If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market.
A lot of places.
Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it.
What about the other
My
drunks?
fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, Tequila! You want to buy some speed?
Shut up, Jordan!
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call Abigail.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
Those are the trash. I already know about the tracksuit. The name of the agency.
My agency. Man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting.
I like the color red actually like makes sense. Like that just I
convinced my partners to reinvest some of our
reality is
profits in
stupider
even
than
more
fiction.
high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
That's so high concept. I have no idea what it means.
I know. It was fucking awesome. Until I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away. I'm all ears, Tequila.
What's your
What's
name
in
again?
a...
Hey, Spy!
Don't call Abigail.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. I was...
Oh, God damn
so
it.
You don't want to just hear... I do.
Oh.
But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift.
I don't have any on me right now.
Cottonmouth is keeping my tongue imprisoned. You too,
Seeing you.
Tequila Sunset.
God damn.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What does the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley, craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware.
How about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
The road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade.
That's enough.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
I can't go that way. Okay. Ooh. Is it drip o'clock? God damn. I'm taking these.
Hi, officer.
Those are some crazy earrings.
Factory balanced, Bakelite and stainless steel.
Anything I can help you with? The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. What are the other ones?
Looking for someone maybe you could help?
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for imaginary animals.
Aha! Like snowmen.
No, man. I heard about
Two
those.
odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
What the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Don't really know.
Where'd they go?
Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Idiot Doom Spiral over there needs his jacket. Have you seen it?
Remarkable. That one already lost everything else, and now his jacket too. It's a good thing, too, that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old Doom Spiral. Upper management to the core.
That's odd. Is she actually impressed?
I was trying to help a stranger out in need.
How sweet of you. It really is. I check around the abandoned fish market on the boardwalk. Drunks are inexplicably drawn to markets. Might be why they have such trouble staying in business.
A phenomenon that the spectral hand theory of the market fails to account for.
If one of them lost something, that's as good a place to start looking as any.
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine.
Enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
What a nice life.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
You need to know about those human bodies.
Barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Nice sword. Come with the story.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
But it intimidation.
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband now? Gone? Coward! I would never leave anyone. Beard sounds like a missing persons case.
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
No, no. There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the waves.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
Jesus.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. You'd have thrown yourself in the waves after him. Nod sagely. Retirement really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheel spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
I take it that's your skiff?
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Getting you. Neat. Can I pick that up? No, no, take that off. Jesus Christ. Oh. Can you move out the way, bitch? Wanted to pick up the bottle. I don't know why I wanted to pick up the bottle, but I wanted it. Am I gonna have to go all the way over there? Is that what my character's doing? Cool. That's it. Okay, cool. Nice. Oh, did I get a funny point? More conceptualization. I want to do something with that wall. Oh, what the hell? Wacky. Fuck it. Let's see where the money train gets me. Money, 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 money. Money.
We go to the church.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
Where Miss
Maybe we
Pryberry
should
comes
circle
in.
the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
There is a touch of guilt in his voice.
We start. That kick drum coming from the ice. I heard a sound before.
Yes, the pulsing bass. A sure sign of junior delinquency. Somewhere east of here.
There's something on the sea ice there. The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Your hand over a
The
beam.
surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. This
Get a
cheap
closer look.
padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Look at sticker.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
Have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look
Looks
like
a
to you?
dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
What is suggestive of unit
I haven't
delinquency?
seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
I agree, it's very modern. But does the cheer guy not know he's dead, or does the dead guy not care that he is? What is the source of the irony
That
here?
level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
All the doors and see if they
Nothing
open.
happens. Only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
Try to peel off the sticker without ripping it.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Go throw it in the
Au
wind.
revoir, sticker.
I wanted it. I was hoping I'd keep it. Bruh. Can I pick this up? Nope. Bruh. I want to clean, bitch.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Oh, just a
Looks
whisper
like
away.
tomorrow never came.
Whose is this?
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
How does he know who
Nice to meet you.
was that about the windows before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
Huh?
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into Worms lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man
I like
is
this
your
guy.
half-brother. You feel it. But why? Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
You look like you have any who has money? Do you have any money? Thank you for all the
No,
information.
thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
What a nice chap. I'm learning. The fuck is that? Wait, I want to see the window first. Take me to my destination, video game. Oh, that's probably the guy. What is this? Oh, it's just a little box. Is that the... Are you the zoologist, motherfucker? I knew it.
Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like
What do you mean, oh
some
no?
kind of trap. He notices you.
What?
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Crypto fashion? Huh?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it. To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Lana sent me.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the A81.
Waterlock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
Uh-huh.
For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
What about the phasmid?
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
Not these fucking clowns. Makes it difficult to find.
Question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case.
Specialized techniques.
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defenses work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid. A ghost insect, he said? These people are looking for a ghost.
How big is it?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant.
Okay, never mind.
One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Seems puny, to be honest.
Are you interested?
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even
True.
simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of my, of any, cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defenses, find out how it stayed hidden so long,
Would be glory itself.
What have you discovered about it?
very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
Has ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
Yeah.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Lena said there's been a sighting of it.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the insulindian phasmid has died out.
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Parthenogenesis?
Yes. The females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions.
Pretty clever.
Yes, the insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Tell me more about the traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Lena designed them?
Yes.
How do they work?
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
Whatever stick insect seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
What do you do if the traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Let me ask you about something else.
What?
How'd you become one?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
So you're living your childhood dream out here.
It's not child's play. Just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often.
I didn't mean it that way. Have you ever discovered a cryptid?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
How many cryptids have been found?
A list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082 items long. About 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Only 2 have been proven to be real?
The Chateauquan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Yugograd, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
The insulindian phasmid will be the 3rd.
Indeed. If our expedition is successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Dushantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
He has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him or swaying his opinion.
Thank you for explaining that. How about something else? What about specific cryptids?
Right. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
We would have to discuss. He wants to say, but decides against it.
Cool cryptid.
No offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask her if you want interesting stories. Me? I'm not a people person, unless you haven't noticed. And I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence.
Okay.
By all means.
I want to know more about the crypto-fascist.
Hello, I'm Gary. How do you do, officer? Yellow man.
Oh no.
Officer.
God fucking damn it.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
A lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
So I might think might be a drunk or a degenerate. Maybe even both. Oh, he's perfect.
Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revocol.
He pronounces Revocol with a hard K, unlike other people.
What the fuck? You said Revocol?
I like to pronounce it the hard way. The old way. The Vespertine way.
He winks at you, trying to relay some hidden message, inviting you to mispronounce it too, perhaps. It's odd. It's a secret rite. A very fringe nationalist handshake, probably.
Do you know anything about the man hanging behind the worldling rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
You're a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
After all this time with Morel, he must have an opinion on cryptids. This could lead to a good one.
What cryptids? Do you have a favorite?
Oh, yes. The burning rhino.
Oh, God.
Morel doubts he's real, but I don't much care. Because I won't be the one looking for him out in Safra Serai.
What's a burning rhino?
A rhinoceros that looks ordinary during the day, but burns brightly by night. Well, at least the males do.
Why only the males?
Flames are not just for decoration. They are an integral part of the beast's mating behavior. During the burning rhino's mating season, herds of male rhinos, all aflame, encircle herds of female rhinos, forming a fiery ring as they begin to copulate loudly.
How the fuck were these things not found if they're so real?
Local peasants call it the passion ring. They fear the rhinos, as perhaps they should. Anyway.
The lieutenant sighs without looking up from his notes. It's clear the burning rhino is dear to him on many levels, some even spiritual.
They burn.
They have special ducts just above their shoulder blades that secrete a combustible fluid. When the rhino is just beginning to light itself, it looks as though it has wings of fire.
But how is this combustible fluid lit?
How does the lighting of this fluid actually work?
The rhino starts running very fast to build heat.
Huh?
It stops, raises its head, and sparks fly from its neck, setting its back ablaze.
How does running fast... Huh? I want to be just like that rhino running through the night with guns blazing. Seems unlikely.
Yeah, well, Revocol used to be a flaming rhino once, a long time ago. That seems unlikely too, doesn't it?
Super solid argument, Gary.
Yeah, shut up, Gary. You were surprised to see my colleague.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sale. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be a really good one?
Yeah.
Well, this is that racist.
Yes, our lucky racist!
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
You have a problem with Sealites?
No, no problem at all.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Sure thing, buddy.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water. You don't have a reason to. Yet.
What's it about?
Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water. Time to go.
Can't believe we found our lucky racist. Let me out of here. Who can I pick up this? Fuck! I want to fight pollution!
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
Yeah?
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
Said you should have a hat on. I don't think of it, I should.
I don't know, some kind of a store? Maybe a general store? Look, man, fuck the hat. I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
I didn't have an issue with that. I hate having to choose things. What's your name?
Estelle.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
Your surname? The police. I indeed
Okay.
forget it. The device you have there.
It's a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
That's cool.
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
Contact
might
microphone?
record sounds from inside things.
Oh, I thought...
Like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Any news of my wife's name? How about my mother?
No, you're welcome.
Fuck you. How does the thing work?
Mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Because it picks up it picks up things that resonates off the object it's attached to. Where'd you get it?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Elysium.
Elysium?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop
Ooh.
on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals.
That's interesting. Who's the Arno guy?
Oh yeah. Guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I
I don't know
grind.
what that means either.
It means I'm hip beyond my years.
That's cool.
You're right, time has deserted me.
Sucks, man. Was there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps? Okay.
On my questions. What are you doing out here?
Recording, I guess.
What are you recording?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them. I don't know,
Oh.
man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Drugs.
Everything checks out, sire.
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
I nod.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device. The thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish. Very useless all of a sudden.
Take this, your code.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Supposed to be music place.
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure. Yeah, Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Like what?
Music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to
That
freeze?
stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
Now this is where a hat could come in handy.
Yeah, maybe you were right about the hat. Go
Other
ahead.
questions? What about the music
It's
place?
supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah.
There's
You know,
Dance music.
anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments. What do you need to know?
Want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys. Because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
I'll talk
They're
to them.
inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
You put the padlock on the church?
Not really, no.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
Okay, if you personally
Yeah,
didn't do it,
you
then who
know.
did?
That's what I meant. Noid did. Noid put the padlock on the door.
Why?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about them, he'll tell ya. Go
Okay.
ahead.
device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath, you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
Need more empathy right now.
Okay, bye.
Little humanoids. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here because I think this is a good place to stop. I want to investigate this next time. Have a good